Hey everybody, this is the Titanic Gamer Dude here, and welcome back to another one of my Pokemon Moveset videos. Now, for starters, I do not own this track or this music. This belongs to... let me see. Okay, this song belongs to Nobuyoshi Sano, one of the tracks from Tekken 3, it's Xiao Yu's theme. So, yeah, again, I do not own this song, I'm just using it for entertainment purposes. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's go over Sylveon. Let's go over its base stats. Its base HP is 95, which is actually, that's high. That's pretty good for a fairy type. There aren't many fairy types in the game that have that much HP. So it can definitely, you can definitely invest in HP and it'll have a lot of HP. Now, its base attack is 65. You won't really be using its attack because its physical attacking move pool is abysmal, and it just learns mostly special moves anyway. So just ignore its attack stat. Now, its defense stat is base 65, which may initially seem a little meager, but with maximum investment, you can end up with about 251. So that's actually a lot. And like I said before, with investment, you can make up for that lower physical defense. Now, its base special attack is 110, which is pretty big. And the max on that should be about 350 with a positive nature, which is actually high. You can do a lot of damage with a special attack from this thing. Its base special defense is a massive 130. So, yeah, this thing is going to be taking special hits left and right multiple times before it goes down. And, like, the minimum on this, with no negative nature, would be 295. I think a little bit more than that. I think 296, but the point is that's ridiculous. It's ridiculously good. Now, its base speed is 60, so that may seem low, but you can actually kind of make up for its speed by putting a choice scarf on it. And it actually rounds out to over 300 speed, which actually isn't bad. But unboosted speed is really bad. So just don't even go for speed unless you're going for a choice scarf set. Okay. So the nature of choice would be a bold nature, because I want to increase its defense, because its special attack is already really high. The ability is obviously going to be Pixilate. What Pixilate does is it turns on normal type moves into fairy type moves, and they get a 1.3 power boost. That's actually a really good ability, because it can abuse moves like Echoed Voice, Swift, Hyper Beam, and turn them into fairy moves, and they get a stab boost. So yeah, those moves are going to be really powerful and really useful. So the EVs of choice would be 252 special attack, because we want to max out that special attack. We do not want to give our opponents any type of mercy whatsoever. We want to do full damage to them. 20 HP, because it gives us a leftovers number. Like if you're going to use leftovers, it gives you the lefties number, divisible by 16. So you'll actually get an even amount of health. It won't be uneven by a few points or anything like that. And last but not least, you put the rest in the defense. It will be 236 instead of 232 defense, because I messed up on the EVs. And let's go over the moves now. Now, the first move is Curse. Curse is really good on this thing, because you can just patch up your lower defense. With one boost, you can patch up your lower defense, and now you're really physically bulky. And after that, you can just go for Calm Mind or an attacking move, but I preferably would go for Calm Mind, because Calm Mind boosts your special defense and your special attack by 1 stage. So that's actually really, really nice. Let me play the freaking music again, because it's just being dumb. So, yeah, Curse and Calm Mind are going to be carrying this set. These are the main focuses of the set, these two boosting moves are. And they're going to be carrying Sylveon a long way. Now, the third move is just split between 3. The first move I'd recommend would be Draining Kiss, because Draining Kiss has about a base power of 50, but with Stab it becomes base power 75. But if you have a Pixilate, it becomes base 90. So you're going to be doing a lot of damage, and you're going to be getting 75% of your health back. And coming off of an attack stat of 110 with maximum investment, except for like the plus nature, you still have over 300 attack, and you're going to be doing a lot of damage, and you're going to be getting all of that health back. Now the second move would be Echoed Voice, because Echoed Voice gets a 40 base power increase. It gets like, okay, its base power goes up by 40 every single time you use it in succession, or every single time you use it. And even if the opponent uses Protect or it misses, the base power still goes up. And with a Pixilate and plus the Pixilate boost, the first time you use it, it's going to have a base power of 78. And then after that, with the Pixilate and the Pixilate boosts, yeah, it's going to be like near 200 already, and you're going to be doing a lot of damage just by using it. And the third move would be Hyper Beam. If you just want raw damage, raw power, you don't even care if you're stunned for one turn, Hyper Beam is a perfect move for you. This move will wreck almost anything. I guarantee you're gonna at least one-shot most Pokemon in the game. Only the most especially bulky Pokemon are gonna be able to take a hit, like Eviolite, Chansey, Blissey. Those pokes are like some of the only pokes I think that can even take a hit from a Hyper Beam from this thing. Now, the fourth move slot is dedicated to 3 slots. The first one would be Shadow Ball, because Fairy Ghost coverage is near perfect coverage. The only 2 Pokemon that resist it would be Litleo and Pyroar. But a Draining Kiss will do a lot to them anyway, because you can just keep boosting up on them. The second move would be Wish, because Wish heals 50% of your HP the next turn, at the end of the next turn, should I say. And you can switch out if you feel you're threatened or anything. You can just pass those wishes, or you can just stand and start boosting up. And that gives you a sense of security, and they just won't be able to damage you a lot, you know. And if you have leftovers, you're getting that 6% back every single turn. So yeah, Wish is just a good move. You can use it. The third move would be Baton Pass, because if you want to pass those boosts with Curse and Calm Mind, you can. That's what Baton Pass is for. You will pass the speed reductions from Curse, but if you switch into a Pokemon that doesn't matter about the speed, like Rhyperior or something like that, or a slow bulky Pokemon, it's a great move to use. Baton Pass is amazing to go with these 2 boosting moves. Use it. Okay, noticeable moves would be Hyper Voice, gets the Pixilate boost, goes through subs, which is really good. Swift gets Pixilate boost and it never misses. Psych Up is for double battles. You can give Pixilate to another Pokemon, which is just freaking ridiculous. Protect, because you can get leftovers, recovery, and it's just a really good move to scout the set or an opposing Pokemon set. Heal Bell, you know, you can cure your statuses. You can run for a little more supportive base set. Yawn can force switches. Toxic is good for stalling, or just to status something. Yawn and Toxic, just to status something, wear something down, or cripple something if they stay in. Screens are always good. 50% buff to your defenses. Baby Doll Eyes is unique because it has priority, and you can lower an opponent's physical attack if they come in on you. And like, if you know they're physical, you can Baby Doll Eyes, and then their attack is lowered and they can't touch you unless they're still a poison type move. Unless it's a steel or poison type move that's physical, then you'll be alright. Because if you invest enough in special defense, you won't even be touched. So that's it for Sylveon. This set is really good. It's really evil too, and most people expect like a support Sylveon, but this set, you can just set up in their faces. Now, this Sylveon does not like status. Well, it doesn't like poison, and it doesn't like burn, but most importantly, toxic. You don't want to get toxic. If you get toxic, oh my gosh, this thing gets badly poisoned. Yeah, this thing is pretty useless. It doesn't mind paralysis and burn even, but just do not get this thing toxic. That's all I ask. So if you like this video, comment, fave, subscribe, like, and I will see you all later.